Reality check, man. From your device, you know what's the time. You know it's aromatic realistic TV. Anyway, people, tonight, as a Jamaican speaking to my fellow Jamaican, and I continue to ask myself, because I'm not gonna play like I'm a saint. I wasn't a part of it. I used to run up and down behind one political party because I did not know better. But it took me years to do my due diligence, see, and to come up with the knowledge there for the whole political thing. So what I mean, do my due diligence, research, reading, and knowing that the only thing that we get from these politicians is false promises and false hope. As a youth growing up, I see things that was supposed to done in my community. And if I return to my community today, those things have not been done. So why are we so loyal? Why are we so dedicated and committed to these people who don't even care about us? Just think about it. All the run up and down behind them political campaign and them motorcade and all the false promises that were made to you guys. Seeing and decade after decade, nothing have been fulfilled on your behalf. And some of us gonna leave this world and leave our kids and our grandkids and our great grandkids into this dilemma because we did not take a stand against these politicians. Anyway, I'm gonna play a clip of the Prime Minister, and on the other side, we will get into the detail more. Just take a look. So as I was saying, that is the Prime Minister of Jamaica, Andrew Holness. And I'm just saying that the Prime Minister, becomes a poster child, a poster boy, photo ops. When we don't see the Prime Minister in the bush, they run through some truck. We see the Prime Minister upon the road, a drag, and we see this Prime Minister at this Sajicure meet. You understand? And I'm saying to myself at time, the Prime Minister priority is at a different place from the country priorities. Because the people elect the Prime Minister to serve on their behalf at all time in the best interests of them. But it seems like the Prime Minister interest is all into photo op about himself. So therefore, the country business left behind lagging. I said, therefore, the country business left behind, lagging, not important, as the Prime Minister photo apps. Everywhere the Prime Minister go, everywhere him go do something, a photo app. Like the Prime Minister of Jamaica does not know his role. The Prime Minister of Jamaica does not understand his role. That he is there, the people of Jamaica elect him to serve on their behalf. He is the servant for the people. The taxpayers of Jamaica pay the Prime Minister. And as I make my case, I will explain the reason why I say so. Rural Reid almost take away $1 billion from the education ministry. And the Prime Minister did not say anything about that. Christopher Tufton, 400 million from the COVID allocation, where he sent 174 million into the account of the Desmond Mackenzie Ministry of Local Government. Can't return. Bobby Montague, over 100 million, about 3 to 4 years now, purchased police cars. The car did not make it to Jamaican shore, and Bobby Montague did not return. But that 100 and odd million. SSL, we lose 4 billion in the SSL fraud scheme. 4 billion in the SSL fraud scheme. The Jamaican taxpayers, we lose $2 billion every year through corruption. And remember, every government check have to go through the Minister of Finance. So it's seen that they have to sign off by Rural Reid and send out to all of the agency, public servant agency in Jamaica. So how comes we losing $2 billion under this GLP administration? Every year we lose $2 billion and nobody can give account. There is no trace for these money gone into corruption. So a Prime Minister who is always running and always dragging, if he was paying attention to the country business and the problem that was taking place in our country, the Prime Minister and his team, them would have detected them problem here and save the Jamaican people and save the Jamaican taxpayers from losing so much money every year. But the only thing the Prime Minister care about is his photo apps, because he come this poster child now. But we as a people, we have to ask ourselves, as a people, why is it we are not learning? Why is it we are not learning as a people? Knowing that these politicians don't give a shit about us. Why as a people we can't learn, knowing that these guys don't give a shit about us? Why is it we keep falling for these politician nonsense? Why are we falling for these guys bullshit? Why are we allowing ourselves to keep on falling? We have to ask ourselves these questions. What is it they have over us? What is it they have over us for we to keep on falling for their crap, their nonsense, their bullshit? What is it that they can control us so much? What is it that they can control us so much? We have to ask ourselves that we keep on making fools of ourselves for these politicians. My fellow man, my Jamaican brothers and sisters, we have to take a stand. We have to take a stand. We have to do this for we youth them. And we have to do this for our grandkids them. And we have to do this for our great grandkids them. Ask ourselves, why are we making a fool of ourselves for these politicians over and over, knowing that these people don't care about us? They come and they sell us a story. And the only reason why they sell us a story is to get elected. And when they get elected, everything is done. They come around when it's election time. Little stone, little mall on the road. Them. Some food and some drinks. And then give it that for hold on pan. And then them win. And them gone. Because them interest was not in it for you and for me. The interest was for them to line their pocket. Their friends, their cronies, and their families. It was never for us. It was never for us. So we have to ask ourselves how we can come to this understanding, or how we will reach this understanding, knowing that politician is only for themselves, bro. When are we gonna come to this understanding? When are we gonna come to our sense and understand, knowing that these politicians is only for themselves, my brothers and my sisters? When are we gonna come to that acknowledgement? So what they do, they use us psychologically. They use us psychologically to make us think it is about us. Psychologically, to make us think it is about us. It's never about us. They don't care, they don't give about us. So don't get that twisted. And instead, for us to do our due diligence, because we've been falling for this every 5 years, every 5 years. Kill us with promises. And after the 5 year, a decade after, the same problem that you said you was going to solve 10 years ago is the same problem you're coming back to me and tell me that you're going to solve. And guess what? Guess what we allow ourselves to do? Fall for it. Every time we fall for the lies, we fall for the promise. Every time. And this is the big part of it. As them say, election, them 5 year and them election, and them start issue them gun to the GLP and the PMP. And what happened? We start shoot with one another down. we start to shoot our one another down. As a people, let us stop fall for the bullshit. Let us start think realistically. Think as a Jamaican before you think about PMP and JLP. Remember, you were always a Jamaican. Youth with a bike, you make a little money and buy a bike and soup up the bike there with some with some muffler and thing. Them tell you say no have to go take off the muffler the half of the bike. But them not tell the people them what they import the muffler them in the country. So listen to me, you can't import no more of them muffler there in the country. They don't target the big man. They target you because the big man already making money already. Now they are telling you guys you cannot ride your motorbike again with a permit. You have to obtain a permanent driver's license. Knowing that enough of you what have your little bike can't read, brother. So now go get the license. Or them force you now to go buy a license for 80, 90 or 100,000. Because we know how the examiner them do it in a job. What are they doing for you? Guys, what are they doing for you guys? They are not doing nothing for you guys. Why are you still falling for their trick? Their tricks. Look the vendor, the mother them, the father them, your brother and your sister them out there, they hustle. The government target them. Target the little eagle of them. Have municipal police, they disturb them, take away them things. What are they doing for your parents? What are they doing for your uncle? What are they doing for your auntie who is out there in the market as an eagle? They sell them little things. No for no father, no brother, no uncle. No for no sister out there that run the taxi. And what are they doing? They're targeting these people. So tell me now, what are these people doing for us? What are they doing for us? And why is it we are not learning? Why is it we keep falling for these politicians? Why is it? What is it they have over us? What is it they have over us? We have to ask ourselves this question. Mr. Prime Minister, we see you out there, sir. Every time we see you is a photo up. If you're not cut ribbon, you drag you do something. But Mr. Prime Minister, remember your job. We are not praising you to do your job. We are paying you to do your job. We are not honoring you to do your job. We are paying you to do your job. So you know, have to come show we say you cut ribbon because we pay you to do that. But your interest is not on the country. Because if your interest was on the country, taxpayers are losing $2 billion every year under Andrew Holness administration in corruption. I will repeat, taxpayers of Jamaica are losing $2 billion a year under Andrew Holness administration in corruption. Nobody can give account. Nobody don't know where the money then they gone. And Nigel Clark have to sign off on every check that is coming out of his ministry. So where is the money? Where is the money? We are still asking, where is the money? So ask yourself, what are these people doing for you? for you to so loyal and dedicated to these people, knowing that under your prime minister watch, we lose 400 million in the heights of COVID when people suffer. Christopher Tufton take away that money. Rural Reid, almost $1 billion from the education ministry, and he's still out there. Bobby Montague, over $100 million to purchase police car. The car never reached Jamaica, and Bobby Montague did not return the money. SSL, $4 billion missing. Every year, the taxpayers of Jamaica lose $2 billion through corruption. Where is all of those money? I'm just asking. And these are the people who we dedicated to. These are the people who we dedicated everything to, and every 5 years, we go out there and go give them, we vote. We give them, we vote. And I'm just saying, this $2 billion that we are losing every year in corruption under the Andrew Holness administration. I did not say 2 million, you know. I said $2 billion we are losing in corruption. Now, this $2 billion, you know, could have paid the teacher them more, could have paid the police them more, could have paid the nurse them more, could have paid the doctor them more, the LTA them, could have paid the fireman and the public servant them more. You could have decent lunch program into all the schools in Jamaica for the less vulnerable and the fortunate of Jamaica. You could have put in a good program for them to get a stipend every month. With that $2 billion that are missing under the Andrew Holness administration every year. So ask yourself what they are doing for you, because they're robbing you. They rob your kid, and they're gonna rob your grandkid, and they are robbing your great grandkids. So ask yourself the question, the $1 million question. You ask yourself, why are you as a person so dedicated to these people? Knowing that on the other hand, these people are taking away everything from you. Because all that these people do is enrich themselves, them families, them friends around them, and the elites of Jamaica. While you people continue to left behind. Continue to left behind. BPH. Broke, poor, and hungry. That's what they left us to do. You see what I mean? So think about it and think deeply. Why are we as a people so dedicated to these people? Why are we as a people so dedicated to these politicians who don't give a shit about us? Stay tuned to Aromatic Realistic TV. Work good and live good. Until then, we chat again. And remember to like, share, and subscribe. Until then, I'm out. Much love. Peace.